Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our Nurture House Nuggets. During this time of COVID-19, we are offering intervention ideas and fun games for families to play together when they're all stuck inside. My name is Paris Goodyear Brown, and I am a licensed clinical social worker and a registered play therapist supervisor, and the clinical director of Nurture House and the executive director of the TraumaPlay Institute. The home of trauma play training for professionals. So I thought it would be fun if we started doing this by inviting the curiosity, just by having this fun little box that whatever prop we're using in, trauma play really capitalizes on the kinesthetic needs of children. And to that end, we want to have props that function as both anchors, transitional objects, and reminders to do any sort of therapeutic homework that also might be called for. So the power of the prop is important in the trauma play model. And in this box today, we have a t-shirt, just a dirty old t-shirt. And my family and I have spent some time yesterday on Sunday playfully taking a dirty t-shirt and figuring out a dozen different ways. So we're calling it the Dirty Dozen, a dozen different ways to play with the dirty t-shirt, because in this time of everyone being housebound and in close quarters together, I think we're probably generating lots of dirty t-shirts. So I'm going to show you some of the ways that we came up with, and you're just going to get a quick kind of flyby of each of these interventions, and then I'll kind of show you how we do the last one with the t-shirt that's left together. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you the quick time playa, and here we go. My son Nicholas helped with this. 12 ways to play with a t-shirt. Dun, dun, dun. 2 in a t-shirt.
Okay, so the challenge with your shared t-shirt, you can only use the hand that is out, each of you, is to make a cup of tea. Oh, great. Okay, ready, set, first, go.
Are we going to use that? Okay, I'll get it. Okay, I'll grab it.
So we put these on fast forward, but obviously the idea is for 2 people within the family to cooperate and have to communicate clearly and stick together with their bodies, which is one of our trauma play goals, sticking together through hard things. In this case, in order to make a cup of tea. Number 2, wear the shirt.
So this is, how many ways can you wear a dirty t-shirt?
So everyone in the family takes turn
It's like a baggy shorts.
using the t-shirt to be some other sort of dress accoutrement. Sam made it like a little pantaloon, if there's such a thing as short saloon. And Maddie is creating a turban.
Nice, 1, 2. Nick, your turn. All right,
And then quick on to the next one. Nicholas is thinking.
What is he doing?
Ta-da! And he made sort of like a cowl neck sweater thing.
Okay, get a little Zen bag.
And also a little Zen bag.
For you.
The t-shirt turnaround. This is a really fun one.
Okay, so this is the t-shirt turnaround. Okay, so.
And you start with, you have to hold on to and stick together with the person across from you. And then you have to have a third person who is helping to move the t-shirt from off of the one of you onto the other of you. And you can actually do this with a whole family. Ta-da!
This is the t-shirt 3-legged obstacle course. Dirty t-shirt. Jump over. Run around.
So you can see, you just wrap the t-shirt around 2 legs of family members and then create an obstacle course for them. The hot t-shirt toss up.
This one is the hot t-shirt toss. Everybody in your family has to touch it once before it goes into the pot.
So it's kind of like hot potato,
All right, that was
but
way too easy. So your family, if they need a higher challenge, can also have something else that they're using. It's not their hand. Just tossing, touch the thing. Okay, so I'm using these. There we go.
so that now they're using something like tongs or a measuring cup, symbols to catch the t-shirt tossed around. Whoa. And then the rule is you have to get it tossed from one person to another all the way around. And you can increase the challenge this way
Hold on.
Let the games begin.
Okay, what is this, Ferris?
It's clean the floor.
Clean the floor. We're cleaning the floor. Oh, that's very special. Mom, out there. Oh.
Just be sure you don't damage your children while they clean the floor for you with a t-shirt that's already dirty. You could also turn that into a relay race. What's in the
This
shirt?
game is called Guess What's in the T-Shirt.
Let the games begin.
So you wrap something up in the t-shirt and then everybody has to take turns guessing what it
The
is.
first guess of what's inside this shirt.
T-shirt tag. This one I would suggest you not do just in socks, that everybody be wearing shoes, and potentially, if you have some cooped up space, that this be an outdoor activity and use of the t-shirt. T-shirt tag. T-shirt tug of war. Okay, this is kind of fun if you can have one person who's got their shoes on and the others have just soft feet. And you can change it up. You can put a piece of duct tape on the floor or just make an imaginary line in the sand.
1, 2, 3.
We thought we'd be strong enough, but no, the children were stronger.
T-shirt. How many fruits can you get in the t-shirt?
Okay.
So we're doing how many fruits can we get in the t-shirt? But it could certainly be anything else. If you have ping pong balls, if you have cotton balls, really almost anything at all, the t-shirt just becomes the hoop and you see how many you can fill it with.
Wait, we can do more. We can do more. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, it's okay.
Wait. 9,
10, we going for 10?
10.
Nice.
11,
Yeah.
12, 13, 14.
Ta-da!
All right.
14. T-shirt target. In this one, we drew with chalk circles of bullseye on the t-shirt.
Let the games begin.
And we're just using ping pong balls here,
I can't really tell.
which are really lightweight for target practice. And then Nicholas is in a rolling chair so that he can move, he can increase the challenge level of the game.
I need to start. Tricky. Oh, white. Tricky.
He's tricky. Oh no.
He's tricky. Baby, he's tricky.
And t-shirt bag. All right, so this is actually my mine to show you, and this is kind of our last way to use the t-shirt, the dirty t-shirt, once you've played with it in all kinds of ways. And my guess is that if you're a family who's watching this and you want to try some of these out, you will come up with your own ways of doing this that might be even more exciting than the dirty dozen that we came up with. Once you're all done playing with the dirty t-shirt, you can see it, we still got our bullseye on it, it's inside out right now. Then we make a t-shirt bag, and this is something that I learned how to do when I was doing some pretty hardcore attachment work, because I had so many littles who really could use a transitional object when they had to say goodbye to their moms or dads, especially for preschool. And so you start by cutting off the sleeves. You see I cut the sleeve off on the one side, and you cut the sleeve off on the other side in the same way. And then you cut a very deep neck here all the way around, so that you end up with the handles of a bag. Let me just cut this one off real fast for you. And so these games are meant to build family cooperation, teamwork. If there's any competition at all, it's very friendly competition, and that can be taken out of it in creative ways as well. If the window of tolerance for distress within each family member isn't as wide as you'd like it to be yet, you can kind of gently step your way into some of these. But this becomes the top handles of the bag. And then on the bottom, you see here where I've already started cutting some frayed edges. So you simply fold the two sides together so that the hems match, and then you take scissors and you simply, I'll show you like this, you simply cut, up like that into as clear rows as you can. And then one by one, you take the two sides here and you tie them together like that. And then you go to the next row and you tie those two together like that. And you do that all the way across the bottom of the t-shirt. And then you start again and you tie the top of the one before to the bottom of the next one in the row, just to tighten it up a bit so that there aren't any holes in the bottom of the t-shirt bag. And then you do that all the way across. And when you're done, you turn it inside out, and then you can bedazzle it too. And this is kind of fun. When I'm doing this with the littles, I will often end up putting on the bag itself some jewels. So these are the kinds of jewels we might take. And for each jewel we put on the bag, we might talk about one thing that is that the mom really treasures about the 5-year-old. And I love your beautiful brown eyes. And then another might be, Mommy, I like the way that you always read to me in the evenings, etc. And you might bedazzle the whole bag that way so that it would have some of the shared love of the family on it. And then this can become a school bag, and it can actually hold books and things, or pencils and markers and so forth. And it can go with the child to preschool. So that's the t-shirt bag, and that is a dirty dozen ways to use a dirty t-shirt as we're all stuck at home together. So have fun, and I hope the Nurture House Nugget will be helpful to you, and we will see you again in a couple of days. If you want to check us out, we are at nurturehouse.org or traumaplayinstitute.com for professionals who want to take some webinars and learn some more about our model. Take care, everybody. Be safe.